Hey guys, good morning. It is a Wednesday. I think it is February 24th today, and this is Kyle, or Vulcan Wolverine. I'm just checking in. I don't have anything really specific to talk about. I had my 35th birthday on Sunday, and of course, with remote neural monitoring, my attackers kept me asleep most of the day, and were torturing me. Then I went to a family crawfish boil, and it wasn't so bad, but it wasn't because they were not trying to make it bad. It was just, I have certain defenses that make it not terrible. But they were still attacking me on my 35th birthday. They want to make any kind of special event or hard event, like if you have a funeral in the family, they want to make those times especially painful. Because a lot of my V2K now, and this is laughable because it's the last thing I do in this circumstance, they're like, kill yourself, suicide, blah blah. So they've been saying that a lot. They've ramped up the V2K to where now it's like nasty Satanism. It's like, kill him right now, aim for his head, this is over with. The guy, my main attacker, he's ex-Army. I kind of want to give his full name and address at this point, but I'm not, because I'm not a coward like him. But the thing is, through this whole thing, he's acting now as if he's tired. So he wants to finish this off. And finishing this off means getting me to the next level and keeping and doing it and still doing it. So he's insane. These people are insane. And you're not going to get anything useful or logical. And really, the talking is over once they pick you for this. I guess that's a negative note to start it out on. But I have been trying this Shungite. One of my commenters, and I wish I knew his name right now, but I'm just kind of doing a video on the fly this morning before I go to work, because I wanted to let y'all know how I was doing. He told me about Shungite, and I looked it up, and it's a mineral that soaks up radiation, basically. And so I've been wearing that. I've been wearing like a little rock of it around a necklace. And I kind of feel like I wake up and my insides feel less burnt. I still get the pain and the pressure and stuff like that, but when I wake up in the morning, I feel like the inside of my head and the inside of my stomach and my chest are less, they feel less deeply cooked. And I don't know if it's making a break in the microwave radiation, because it does just look like a rock. I'll show you guys. I have a hard time believing it, and I know there may be some snake oil out there, but this is what it looks like. It's called Shungite, and they used it in Japan after the nuclear, the nuclear disaster where, a lot of people got irradiated. They use this to soak up the radiation. And since we're getting hit by microwave radiation, and a commenter said it was good, and then I looked it up, I decided to try it. And it seems like it is helping. It seems like with everything else that I throw at it and all the other defenses I get, it does help. Now, being in the townhouse and being hit remotely, I'm probably gonna get some money pretty soon, and if I was at the house, what I would do is I would save all that money to get a plate, definitely, and put it by this guy. I would shift it around to get it by his weapons. But since I'm remote, since he's hitting me remote, the plates, they just aren't as effective. They still work, they still buffer it, but since it's not near his weapons, they aren't nearly as effective, from my point of view. But my plan is to put a lot of plugs in the townhouse. That'll keep anybody from having weapons right around me. If they do try that, those will be immediately buffered, because my townhouse right next to everybody, will have this 100-foot field around it. But you know that, and it stopped some of the remote attacks. You know, this hat has stopped some of it because it has like a microfiber woven in, some metal microfiber. But I kind of just wanted to check in. I want to see how all y'all are doing. Please comment. Let me know how you're doing. You know, we've got to come from the heart here. These people really are murderers. We can't talk to them. You know, it's weird to hear the guy doing this to me on V2K, because it's just I mean, he's like, yeah, this guy's dead. He doesn't care at all. He doesn't feel like he's ever gonna get caught. You know, he's just like, yeah, this is over with. This is over with. We're gonna, you know, keep doing this till he's dead. We'll say he committed suicide. I've heard him saying that a couple of times. And it's really dark, you know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and enjoy my life as much as I can. Do the defenses, do activism, protests. I'm going to put up a YouTube page. I know I've been saying it, but I'm going to put up a YouTube page pretty soon. I just got to make sure I can get the right name, you know, for it. I probably won't use my full name for my target individual page, just to kind of protect my family. And also, if I get a job or something, you know, I kind of still am playing close to the vest on that. Maybe I shouldn't comment on that. Comment and tell me if you think that we should just be giving our full names out and not caring, and kind of being like, hey, my name is this and I'm not scared. For me, what it seems like, though, is that if I keep a couple of layers of protection, especially when communicating with people, I can still get to the good guys, the real target individuals, the real people who, you know, aren't perps and aren't out to get me. If I keep a couple of layers, like, hey, let's email, hey, this is my kind of code name, Vulcan Wolverine, my name is Kyle, like my first name's Kyle, but then once I start to get to know a target individual, I'll give them my full name and stuff like that. So for all you, I guess, perps who are watching this, it doesn't matter. Like, I have like these little layers that I make sure that people have to pass through, and it's nothing like paranoid layers. It's just protective. You know, hey, let's meet this way, let's talk this way. And you know, if you bring a perp through a couple of rings, they won't do it. You know, because they're cowardly and they're lazy. They don't want to work. They want to kill Americans for their job. So they're not going to do anything that hard where they have to work a lot. You know, they have to work at getting to trying to do some little thing, you know, trying to do some little kind of harassment electronically, like over the computer. So I've been doing pretty good. Like, I've been waking up with a lot more energy. What I find myself doing, because of the remote neural monitoring, I'll just start singing in my head. Like, because now the guy, like, I rarely verbally respond to my attackers, and that's kind of how the V2K worked and how the stalking worked good for them. So he's kind of backed himself down to where they're reacting to just, you know, to remote neural monitoring stuff. The V2K reacts to remote neural monitoring stuff. And that's really, I don't care about that, because, you know, as y'all know, the remote neural monitoring, like making a microwave image of a visual cortex, thoughts aren't crimes, and especially if you're thinking regular things, those definitely aren't crimes. But so I think he thinks he's backing me down to where I'm like, oh man, you know, they're fighting with my, you know, my visual cortex, you know, my visuals that are in my brain. But it's actually kind of backed him down, because, like, I don't care what he thinks. He's a terrorist and a murderer. But so I just wanted to give y'all kind of an update. I don't really have a planned out thing that I wanted to talk about. They are hitting me kind of in the face and in the head. I feel like it wears me down a little bit more in that aspect. At my house, I was able to protect my head a little bit better. So I do feel like my thinking's slower. You know, I wake up and I have really bad headaches and stuff like that. and it doesn't help at work. It's not that great for work. Which I'm making videos for, St. Jude stuff, for charity stuff, and they, yell through the V2K while I'm doing that and burn my body, while I'm working for a charity. They like attacking charities for some reason. It's just to get, as target individuals, they're just going to attack kind of wherever you go. They're going to try and make that area where you go chaotic and get as many people as they can to kind of cooperate and to harass you or whatever. It's good because I've had, I'm just helping out. Like, I'm not working really for my mom because I am trying to get on disability, but like I've helped at small companies. My last real job was at a very small company, so if I can give a piece of advice about getting work, don't go to a big, don't go to a place where there's tons of employees and you're working with a lot of people, because the more people that they have to pick from, the better chance that they're going to get some slimeball who's like, yeah, we'll harass him, we'll go along with it. Somebody who's not smart and doesn't critically think. But if you work at a small office and they know you, it's a lot harder for them to get in and do their deceit and do that kind of harassment. I haven't had much trouble with that in my stalking. I haven't had much trouble with street theater. I've had a lot of trouble with vehicular stalking. Vehicular stalking is like, I go out, I saw 3 one-light cars this morning, and people can say what they want about me, but FedEx caravans me. FedEx is a privately owned company, so if you want to leave a comment, FedEx uses the word Fed, but it is a privately owned company. It's like UPS or something like that. Actually, I'm not too sure about that. I don't know, but I do. I get caravan by FedEx heavily. Mail trucks. Anybody who's out and about driving, we're gonna have a threat of vehicular stalking for that. I do want to just mention real quick, if anybody from DHS fusion centers, like any EMS workers or police or let's see who else, like anybody from moving companies or FedEx or anybody in DH fusion centers who especially EMS workers, I really want to just at this point say, if you're watching this, like, you are caravanning and harassing Americans who are being microwaved, cooked on the inside by microwave radiation, by electromagnetic frequencies. So those fusion centers are being used to harass, persons of interest, but these people are really being murdered, slowly. So I just wanted to take that little point. I'll probably make a video just for, DH fusion centers and InfraGard run by the FBI, letting them know that they're harassing dying Americans, people who are fighting for their survival, their very right to live, against other Americans, and actually against a lot of other Americans who should be leading the way, protecting our country, but they're actually picking out innocent Americans and butchering them to, I guess, make money for the community. I don't understand how they think that's going to come out okay. What else, guys? Just been working. Kind of trying to help out with the charity and charity events. I'm waiting on my disability. I'll probably get, because I told y'all, I don't know if I told y'all, but I want to show you my hat. See my hat right here? And I bought these little things called Hadron protectors. And I put them inside the hat. You can't see that. But I put them inside the lip of the hat. You see how they're in the lip of the hat? And these are little things. They're not gonna really like make the attacks go away completely. But if you put some in the lip of your hat and you have that metal mesh, then you're gonna have some scalar waves around your head, and it will buffer it out. It's worked. I'm gaining inches, so the thing is, that is a correct theory, that you